Hey everyone, it's Kiwi Simming here and welcome back to my channel for another speed build in The Sims 3. Today, what do I have to say about this house? This house actually was kind of a struggle to build because I built the entire exterior and then came to realize when I got to the interior that it was too big. So like I had to fiddle it and like change it so that it wasn't so big on the inside, and it was a little bit of a disaster, but it's fine because we ended up with a house in the end and that's all that matters. I've called this Archer Avenue because I built it on Archer Avenue. I'm pretty sure I already have a house called the Archer, but I'm super repetitive and I couldn't think of a name. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, now that I've introduced you to the house, I'm like full of anxiety right now and I need to talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about it with you. Okay, so like an hour ago, I've been talking about how I really want to drop my Thursday shift for a while now, right? If you watch all my videos, you've probably heard me mention that I want to drop my Thursday shift because I start at 6 in the morning and then on the Friday I finish at midnight, and it's just too much because I'm up at 5 every Thursday and it's just, oh, it's not good. Not good. So yeah, I have been wanting to drop this shift for a really, really long time. I was going to do it a couple of weeks ago. I asked my store manager last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago, 2 Sundays ago. I asked him who would I talk to because we don't have a manager at the moment as he's overseas. And my store manager just told me to give it to him in writing. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And I was going to do it the Monday, but then on Sunday night we had the earthquake, and Monday I was too busy cleaning up the entire store, and just for the rest of the week after that I was just too busy like dealing with the aftermath of an earthquake. So it just kind of became not a priority to drop my Thursday shift. But do you know where the story is going? I've just done it. I literally an hour ago I drove to work. It's my day off. I drove to work. Oh, I'm sorry. My phone's going off. I drove to work with my letter in hand, resigning from this one shift, and I went to find my store manager. And part of me was hoping that he had already gone home. I knew I was going to feel like this. I knew it. But he was there. I walked in the door, I looked around, and I saw him, and I was like, oh my god, okay, there he is. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Because I tried to do it a couple of weeks ago. I tried to do it on the Sunday that I mentioned it to him, but I chickened out because oh, I'm a pussy. Like, let's just be real. I chickened out the first time, and I honestly was about to today. I nearly, as I was walking towards him, I almost like turned and left the store, but I was like, no, he's there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna regret it if I don't do it, but at the same time, I'm gonna regret it if I do it. So I'm kind of a mess. But anyway, I went up to him and I was like, hey, manager. I'm not going to use his name because I don't know, just privacy, I guess. So I was like, hey, I've got this letter here regarding dropping my Thursday shift, and he made this sound. It was like, he was like, oh, like he really didn't want me to leave. Like he didn't want to take my resignation letter. I mean, I'm only resigning from one shift, so it's really not a big deal. But I just feel so freaking awful because he so clearly didn't want to take it, and I just feel terrible. And yeah, as I handed it over to him, he took it, and I was like, alright, I'll reluctantly take it then, I guess. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's emotionally draining. Well, it's not even emotionally draining, it's physically draining. Well, it is emotionally draining too. I've had a number of meltdowns over how exhausted I am because of this shift, and yeah, it's physically and emotionally draining. So I do think it was the right thing to do, but I just feel really bad because I'm not the type of person that can just like, I'm always thinking about other people. I can't be selfish. I can't just think about myself and worry about myself. I'm always thinking about other people. So all I can think about at the moment is how he's going to cover my shift and stuff, and like what he's going to do and all of this stuff. I just feel really bad. Oh, it needed to be done. I'm trying to reason with myself right now, but another thing I'm also kind of like scared about is that's less money per week. I worked a 7-hour day on a Monday. I mean, not Monday, on a Thursday. So that's quite a bit of money down, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't need the money. I really don't. Even working 4 days, I make enough to cover my expenses and stuff. So like I am fine, but it is going to take a while to get used to having like less. And that's what I'm not looking forward to. Oh my God. Oh, I just feel so terrible. I can't even begin to explain to you how I feel. I'm a very anxious person, and I'm riddled with anxiety right now, so Oh, I can barely breathe. I don't even know if I'm going to make it through this entire commentary, but anyway. I'm going to do my best. Oh, he just looked so gutted though, and he sounded so gutted. It's like, I'm really... Part of me wants to like go back to work and just say, hey, you know, never mind. I'll keep doing the shift. But the other part of me knows that this is the best thing for me. It's just the money and letting people down that is really like causing the anxiety. Like, I can reason myself until I'm blue in the face that I don't need the extra money, but that doesn't mean I don't want it. I don't know. I'm sure I will figure something out. Maybe in like 6 months time I'll pick the shit back up again or something. I don't even know. Oh my god, I feel so awful. And I don't even know what, you guys hear me bitch about my job all the time, so it's like, why do I feel so bad about this? Why do I feel bad about letting them down? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I like my store manager, and that'll be what it is. It's not so much the rest of my team that I care about letting down, it's my store manager and just the fact that he made that noise that like accentuated that he was disappointed that I was dropping it. It's like, I'm full of anxiety. I just can't even deal with I hate this feeling. This is an absolutely terrible feeling. But I knew I was going to feel like this, and yeah, I should have just seen it coming. I was even driving there, like I was on my way to hand the notice in, and I was like thinking the entire time, should I even do this? Is this a good idea? Like, I don't really know if I want to do this. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. But I know I want to do it. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and every time a Thursday rolls around and I haven't done it, I regret it. So I do think ultimately this was the right decision. I just feel really, really bad about it right now, which sucks, but I'll be fine. I'll get through it. I always do. But yeah. So I rambled through the entire exterior of the house. I apologize. But yeah, I had a really hard time with the interior of this house to begin with. I hated this. It was very open, and I was trying to work with it. You can see me like fiddle around with it a little bit. I go and do the study, and then I try and come back to the living room, but I like pretty much rage quit this entire house. I was gonna bulldoze it. Like, it got to that point. I was just so unhappy with it that I was legit going to bulldoze it. But my boyfriend was like, nope, take 5 or take 10, take 15, take an hour, take whatever, take a break. And I did. So yeah, I took a break. I watched some YouTube and stuff because that's what I do when I'm taking breaks. I don't know, just kind of motivates me a little bit. Even when, like, I wasn't even watching speed builds. I was watching, I was rewatching Big Sister Challenge by Steph Sims because I just love that challenge so much. I don't know why. I've already watched all of it and I'm just rewatching it. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I was watching that, and then I kind of like cooled off a little bit, and I came back to this house and I worked with it a little bit. I did do a lot of fiddling off camera, so you'll see it kind of suddenly jumps to from looking like this to looking semi-decent. So yeah, just prepare yourselves for that, my friends. It's coming. Not for a little while yet though. I've still got the study to do before I decide I really hate the interior of this house. It's just the floor plan. I just did not like how open it was. I was very, very close to scraping this entire house, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because yeah, that wouldn't have been good. No. Always stick your builds through, my friends. That you can make it work. I can pretty much guarantee you. I have had so many builds that I've just wanted to scrap and just like get rid of it because they have been so terrible in my opinion. But yeah, don't just hang in there. I promise you, it will be fine. But yeah, this is the little study room. I don't really know what to say, and now that I've like spoken about what's stressing me out, I'm still stressed. Like, even after talking about it and getting it off my chest, I've been texting my boyfriend ever since I handed him my notice, like, about it, and he's like telling me, he keeps reassuring me, he's like, you don't need the money, it's fine, like, you've been wanting to drop this shift for a long time now, and like, it's good that you finally done it and all this stuff. And it's just, I still feel so terrible. I honestly do. And I was talking to my mum about it. My mum said that like she was completely understanding. I was actually kind of scared that my mum would be like, no, do not drop your shifts, you can bloomin' work 5 days a week. No, but she was understanding of it, because like when I explained that, oh, you can see the interior has changed just now, but anyway, When I explained to her that it was starting really early on the Thursday and finishing really late on the Friday, that was just not good for me. She totally understood it, which was good. But yeah, there is a slight possibility that they will try and adjust my hours so that I don't completely drop the Thursday, but I don't know. They might not. They might just come in and replace me entirely, which I'm fine with. I wouldn't mind if they changed my hours, but I mean, I would rather not work it at all. I want another day off, actually. Yeah. I used to have 5 days off in a week, and then I went from 5 days off and 2 working days to 2 days off and 5 working days, and that was quite the jump. So I mean, obviously I've been doing it for a year now, so like obviously I'm used to it, but yeah, I feel so awful. I still have another commentary to film after this one. I have the Thorndon apartment commentary to do once I finish with this one, and I just feel like I'm going to talk about how terrible I feel in that one as well. So brace yourselves for that, my friends. Tomorrow's video, the Thorndon apartments thing, you're probably going to hear about this again because I just feel so freaking disgustingly terrible. It's just his reaction. Maybe if he hadn't like made that sound, and maybe if he hadn't like seemed so disappointed that I was dropping this shift. I wasn't quitting my job. Why did you make me feel so bad about it? I'm not quitting. It's just this one shift. Oh my god, I'm like taking my sweatshirt off because I'm sweaty. I feel so bad. Too much information, but anyway. Also, I do want to address something super quickly because I tweeted about it last night, and pretty much let's just read the tweets that I made last night. I made these tweets while building this house, and my game was like running bloody terribly, but basically I said, The Sims 3 actually pisses me off so much, so if you're wondering why there's less of it on my channel at the moment, there you go. I'm not abandoning it, I just need a break from it because I honestly get so worked up and it's not enjoyable. And I just want to address this really quickly. There is more Sims 4 on my channel at the moment, that's fine. Like, yes, there is, and there's nothing wrong with that. It does not for a moment mean that I'm abandoning The Sims 3 or that I am going completely The Sims 4. I had someone comment on one of my Sims 4 videos that last weekend, and it kind of annoyed me. Because they pretty much told me that I was completely going The Sims 4. It's like, no, I'm not. Please don't tell me what I'm doing with my channel. I'm just kind of getting really fed up with The Sims 3 because I have a $2,000 gaming computer, and this game is still terrible. Like, it runs, but it is full of bugs and glitches and lagging and all this stuff. And I have done everything under the sun to try and like tone it down a little bit, but custom content or not, it just acts like this. This is just, some Sims 3 people won't accept this, but this is just how the game is. This game, I definitely think they bit off more than they could chew. Like, the open world thing, while it is an amazing concept, I do think that's what has a huge impact on the performance, and I 100% believe that is why they air quote downgraded in The Sims 4, like why they took away the open world and all this stuff. I think that's why, because they knew The Sims 3 like had so many problems, and it was probably because they like took on this huge concept and stuff. Like, The Sims 3 is a huge game, like it's just, yeah, I 100% believe that is why there's no open world in The Sims 4. Because I honestly think EA didn't want to have to deal with the same amount of issues that The Sims 3 had. I mean, obviously I don't work for EA, this is just what I think, but yeah. So, maybe don't be so quick to hate The Sims 4, just kind of take it from that perspective. The Sims 3 is not the best game in the world performance-wise, that's very clear to everyone that's not like delusional. Yeah, performance-wise, it's not the best game in the world, and maybe with The Sims 4 they just wanted to make sure the performance was great, and that's why there's no open world or anything. I don't know. I really don't know, but maybe just try and look at it like that rather than just be like, oh my god, what's the point in bringing out a new addition to a series if you're just going to downgrade? Like, don't be like that, please. Ugh. It's starting to get like, I get so frustrated with people that like hate The Sims 4. Like, I mean, not the people that hate The Sims 4, you can absolutely hate The Sims 4, but the people who are vocal about it on my Sims 3 videos and stuff, Like, people that comment on my videos, I mean, I know you mean well, but like when you comment on my Sims 4 videos and say that you hate The Sims 4, but you like watching my videos anyway, I mean, it is so sweet, thank you for that, but like, please don't bash The Sims 4 on my videos in general, like, that's not cool. But what was I even freaking saying with this? Oh my god, I was like literally just gonna say that there's like gonna be a decline in The Sims 3 videos for a little while because I am taking a break from it. Not completely, I still open the game daily, but every single video, if you're not aware, I upload every day of the week. Every video is not going to be The Sims 3 basically. So yeah, there's a lot of Sims 4 at the moment. If you don't like it, just don't watch it. It's not that hard. Oh, funny. Oh my god, I've got so much anxiety. It just feels so bad. Oh my, oh. I don't even like my job. We all know this. So why do I care so much? That's my problem. I just care so much. I hate myself. But this right here is a teen boys bedroom. I'm kind of trying this new thing with teen boys bedrooms where I'm doing like colours other than green and blue because, well, there's more to guys than green and blue, I guess. And yeah, I quite like the orange of the walls actually. I was a little bit skeptical about it at first. I was kind of like, I don't really know if I like this. But looking at it now, and by the time I had finished the house, I was a very big fan of it. So yeah, definitely a fan of the orange room. I'm pretty sure I did an orange, or it might have been a red room in one of my older speed builds. Not like old, but like in the past month or so. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, I'm just trying to experiment with my boys' rooms because I know all my boys' rooms look the same because they're all green and blue and stuff. Actually, all of my rooms look the same in general because I have a furnishing style that I stick to. I have people like tell me off for all of my houses looking the same, like all my decorating looking the same, but it's like, that's because I have a decorating style and people tend to stick to their decorating style when they are decorating a house. So that's why my decorating all looks the same, I suppose. Honestly, like go on a speed build of any other simmer and you will find that they also have a very similar look to all of their houses. It's the same as people's Sims looking the same. Every single simmer has a certain style that they go for and they stick with it. Like they branch out a little bit, but for the most part, like the core parts of whatever they are doing, they just stick with their style. It's so common. So please stop attacking me for it. Well, not attacking me. You guys aren't really attacking me. You're just kind of like telling me off a little bit, which is fine. I don't get offended by it at all. Please don't think that I'm like offended or anything. Oh no, it's just wanted to clarify that it's perfectly like normal. You'll find this honestly everywhere in the simming community, and I don't even think it's a big deal, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I kind of like having consistency in all of my houses. I don't know, I'm just kind of weird that way. But here we are working on a nursery. It's not quite this yellow. Once we finish with it, I do change the walls and like tone it down a little bit, but yeah, it's unisex, I'd say. I didn't really have a gender in mind while doing this. I do try to do unisex nurseries when I do a nursery because, well, unless you're a doctor with like a level whatever it is, you can't predict the birth of your baby. The gender. You can't predict the gender of your baby without mods. So it's kind of safe to have unisex nurseries, obviously. So yeah, that's the reason why, in case anyone was curious, but I'm sure you figured that out anyway. I probably didn't need to explain that at all, but we're just working on the bathroom now, which I'm pretty much copying from the downstairs, as I always do, because I hate bathrooms. And we're about to go ahead and jump into some screenshots. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. The download link will be in the description. And of course, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!